Hello, we're back. Hello. How are you?
Yay! Hello. Anyway, the ultimate despair. Okay. Okay. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. I have to be serious.
You don't
Those
have
same
to
people
be.
put together this. I do. Put together this killer game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. Ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. He's not a bear. But right now,
Anyway,
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story could come after.
yeah, you're right. So, since we're here alone, you know, trapped a little bit.
Rattle, rattle.
Okay. It's locked, but we have a way to open the door.
Do we?
I got hiccups. We have a way to open the door. With this desk, I can throw it at the door. She has a key.
Yeah, but like, she didn't give it to me. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
do you still have that? Do you still have that one thing? Monikuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room that I didn't tell everyone that you had?
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door in the school, right?
that's right.
That's right.
Can you turn the fuck around and open that door? We should be able to use it on said door. Hey Kyoka, can we please just open the fucking door?
Why did I have to click like 3 different things to get her to fucking open a door? Let's find out.
We just figured out Blue's Clues. Okay, Kyoka took out the key with the Monikuma's eye on it and slid it into the keyhole slowly. And then...
Click. It didn't
Hot.
sing. Are you proud of me?
Indeed.
And now we
Wait,
can
open-
get out of here. Let's go.
Well, sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Nothing can hurt us now. We're free. Finally. We're finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun.
Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death, deadly life.
Leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Whoa! The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. They did this on purpose. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me.
Would you rather she was in front of Makoto?
He probably suggested it and she was like, no. I had no idea where we were so far down.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
I wouldn't want you to. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Dots. Maybe talking will help me keep my mind off it. Hey, Kyoka, something I want to ask. You said You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been detective work? Sorry, I have to sneeze and it wasn't happening.
Basu. So long,
So,
ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Then is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is just how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. I ain't got that. So that explains.
And why do you keep looking at Byakuya like that?
N- before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because you got daddy issues. There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect?
I love when you like wait for me to say it proper, and I'm like, nope, I said what I said.
I'm reading the whole line again to make sure that you were done.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't want to, like, skip past, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I have absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Damn. But you're reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though.
With like a baseball bat, or
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
is it like mafia detectives? This is so cool.
so
What is it?
I want to sever all ties with him.
Ooh. Sever? I don't know what severing means.
The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work. What a loser. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Like a loser. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see that sweet ass. I was able to see her expression. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't tell where her fucking expression was. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. If I could tell anything at all, she's very stoic. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. And more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not fucking true.
However,
There's one thing. One
Mhm.
thing I can never forgive.
It's me. Really?
so,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father.
That's really fucked up.
That's how they see me even to this day.
I
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. Like I said, I don't know, if my dad ran off on me, I'd be a bit resentful. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I'm gonna take a fucking gun to his head. I have no doubt he'll forget about. He forgot about me years ago.
What was that? What was that one part? What were you on?
He forgot
Your
about me
family.
years ago.
Oh, yeah, just cut ties him out like that, you know?
Piracy, I need to find him and tell him I'm ending this.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Well, only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. You know, I get that. Me and Sayako, we were like... I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, blood of the covenant, water womb, I said nothing. I just kept climbing on the ladder in complete silence.
I can't believe we managed to have that entire conversation on this ladder and we still gotta climb. So instead, I let her trauma dump and left her on red.
I don't know how long. We finally reached the top. My arms hurt.
How's it going,
I'm
Rizzy?
tired.
Welcome in.
Looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Why didn't you just go down this way? Why did you jump to your possible doom? Gary, you fucking crazy.
Well, you got nothing. I reached my right hand up, I put my right hand back, I pushed against the hatch, and I shook it all about. Sorry, that was a dumb bit. Anyway, the hatch opened with ease and stuff. And I'm not green anymore.
You're blue.
I'm blue again. It's nighttime. Anyway, we're back. Oh, two noodly armed babies. Jordan and Makoto. They're retelling the story. That's fair.
To be fair, Makoto is shorter than Makoto makes out.
Hey! I'm a tall boy!
You come up to everyone's belly button.
Well, maybe they're all really freakishly tall.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. And now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
This is how we got out the garbage pit. I never would imagine that's where this led. This is the trash room, the dump, in other words. But to be honest, I don't think I've seen anyone throw anything away down here.
Not since the first trial.
No, what? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out. And I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might.
Listen.
You worried?
Of course I am. I'm a little stressed out little bitch.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
What?
Still stuck on the fact that there was a whole ass airplane down there. Yeah, I wonder how that got there.
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
What? That's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we find out. And it's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed a nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying that rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
because
Because the mastermind's the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, several times. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mikura's death. It was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Sure. I just have to remember where the
Get to
fucking
wo-
gym is.
I love walking! Da 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 da. Going to the gym, a gym. Wrestling my jimmies. Bleh.
This way?
I hate watching you. I hate this.
Nope, not this way. Alright,
No.
where's the map?
Oh god.
There it is. In your Jimmy.
You're my Jimmy.
Coin?
Coin?
We need to get to the gym
No.
to Monokuma. Kyoko, I
You
just
don't
want
understand
coins,
bitch, I
you
want my
bitch.
coins.
No one cares
Bitch, it's
about
money
coins
first.
anymore.
Well, now.
Hey.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
Hey, that's exactly how I thought he'd react. Wow. Are we really gonna be okay? I don't feel okay.
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Do
You
whatever
said-
you feel you have to.
What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the class trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
I'm a threat.
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you.
Unsync blinks.
An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
That means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't say it. Don't. Why? What the fuck, lady?
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
Oh shit.
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide.
Run away was an option, but I really wanted it.
He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing more but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
What?
Indeed.
Oh shit.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So what's this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
One...
Final battle between hope and despair.
You tell him, girl.
Hey,
You get it.
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
Well, hold on. You gotta choose your words carefully. Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer, the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
It's awful. Barry. That's what you said?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes.
What the fuck?
Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Again with that word.
Does that mean you accept?
you guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? and I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
Make it stop. I want to die.
Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I wish I was dead when I fell.
Let's have one final costly showdown!
I wish I hit my head. Let me have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting ending.
You already said that one.
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that we have been buried here.
I hate it. All the mysteries.
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that.
Shut the fuck up.
But it'll be enough to qualify you as a victor for you.
What the fuck? That's a marsupial.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all.
Shut the fuck up.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Mikuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school.
I hate it here.
But if you can't do all of that,
We'll face execution, right?
Oh, please, just execute me now.
I can barely contain my
It's the second
excitement.
time.
When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this all turned out. I want to go home.
But
I want to
before
go
we
back
get
to the garbage.
but before we get started, I wanted to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
Oh,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mercuro is no exception to that.
what? Mercury's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have meant that whoever killed Mercury.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sure I told you this already, but in this killing game, began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why'd he go all quiet all of a sudden?
Hoo hoo hoo.
Now I'm really angry.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. Get lost, would ya?
Why? I'm so mad!
He seems so emotionally unstable.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Oh, okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore.
All my friends betrayed me.
You're all gonna get
You're all
your
gonna-
punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Hoo hoo.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
Okay.
Yep, I can't. I'm sorry, my voice. There you go.
Tigger.
I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were all out of we were out of the gym. God. Hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. I'm so unkillable. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Even though she let me die.
It is now 10
She wasn't even gonna
o'clock.
save me. Literally, only alter ego saved me. That had nothing to do with Kyoko. She literally was gonna let me die.
She was gonna let you die, but then she went in the garbage to get you out. It is 10 o'clock, blessedly. So I get to save the rest of my voice.